March 26, 2010. This day started out normally. Go to classes, do my work, and enjoy the monotony of high school ignorance. Throughout the day, I was texting you with no response, assuming you slept through the first half of the day again. The day progressed in a blur of anticipation for spring break. 8th period dragged forever, and I inched farther off the chair with each infinite minute waiting for the liberation bell. The glorious sound came a lifetime later, and I ran to join the herd of students spinning their combinations and running to the sunshine that waited for us outside. I walked down the stairs to my locker with a few friends, chatting about their plans when I saw my sister and another girl I barely knew standing on my locker with freshly cried eyes. She came up to me slowly and held me close while this other girl shattered my world. The next words came out in slow motion, and as she spoke to me, my knees collapsed while my heart was ripped from my chest. Hypothermia, alcohol poisoning, I'm so sorry. I caught the sentence in chunks as the air felt like it was sucked from my lungs. Where were you? I need you here. The next few hours were a different kind of blur as I received hugs from strangers and advice from friends, but when I tried to respond, the words weren't there. My mind was empty except for a melody. Blackbird singing in the dead of night. I heard this tune a lot over the next few weeks. It was a song you taught me on guitar, and its words seemed to resonate with me more every day. As the days went on, I began to sing along, hoping you could hear me. I grabbed my guitar and began to play. First position. First finger 6th string, 3rd fret. Pluck the 2nd and 6th string to go back to this moment with you. January 11th, 2010. We're sitting together outside the cafeteria during our lunch period with our untouched lunch bags from home and my guitar. This is the first time I'm actually understanding what you're teaching me on guitar, and we're going at a snail's pace, but you're still as patient as ever. This is your last semester of high school, and even though you've gotten multiple invitations to go out with your friends, you're still choosing to spend time with me instead. We sit here trying to figure out the song, and when I finally get it, you hugged me and told me you were proud of me. With sore fingertips and renewed determination, we tried it a few more times until one of my strings snapped in revolt. It took me 3 hours to master only 15 seconds of the song, and just a few months later, I figured out the whole thing. I wanted to show you over spring break, but I never got the chance. This is the last real moment I had with you before you passed away, and in that moment, it was just us, the guitars, and the song. Your wake ended up being on March 31st, 2010. Up until that very first moment everyone saw you dressed up in the coffin, no one believed you were actually gone. I dragged my leaden feet across the parlor to the open casket, dreading the truth that would come upon seeing you. When I got there, though, it wasn't what I expected. That person with waxy makeup wearing a suit wasn't you. You were the purest form of sunshine the darkness never dared to touch. And there in that room were all the people who cared about you. I stayed the whole day with your friends, and we listened to everybody's stories about the moments where you changed their lives, and the room lit up a bit more with each one. You were only waiting for this moment to arise. The next week after break, the halls were stuffed back with students, but silent just the same. No cafeteria chatter or hallway gossip could be heard those first few days, but that Friday changed everything. You always wanted to leave something behind at that school, a legacy of sorts, but I don't think anyone could have expected how much of an impact you had. To see over 1,000 flannel shirts in the hallway that day to celebrate Flannel Friday with you made me cry from pure joy. You finally made your mark. I still celebrate Flannel Fridays year-round, and I keep up with my music for you, and every once in a while I'll see a little blackbird following me around. With every year that passes, it gets harder to remember the sound of your voice, the way your hugs felt, or even the way you smelled. But with that song, all of those memories come surging back, and I can hear you introducing me to your friends as your adopted little sister. Your ratty old flannel that smelled of cigarettes and sandalwood, and no matter what happened, if you laughed, everyone else did as well. March 25th, 2016. It gets easier to talk about you with every year that passes. It doesn't hurt as much now. I still feel that emptiness sometimes when I find a crappy quality cell phone video. They're so vibrant, so you that it almost feels like I can reach through and touch you. I'm not the same little kid I was 6 years ago, and I wish you could see me now. I miss you every day, Big Bro, and one day we'll finally be able to sing to you.